Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Cheddar's Girls here. I'm Rachel.
And Rebecca.
And we're coming today to talk to you about being in the midst of Jordan. And we're taking the scripture verse specifically from Joshua, the 3rd chapter, and the 17th verse, where it talks about the priests standing in the middle of the Jordan, and the people are able to cross over dry and clean. And one thing that I like about that is that it's something that we've seen in the Bible before, when Moses parted the Red Sea. And I think it's so encouraging because this is a moment that Joshua is leading the people. And in Joshua chapter 3, it says, "As I was with Moses, so shall I be with thee." And I love that because whatever we're going through, there's nothing that God can't do for us. If he's done it before, he can do it again. And it doesn't have to even be through the same hands. As he was with Moses, so shall he be with you. You may have had someone that you've depended on for spiritual support, and maybe you don't have them anymore, or maybe things are different, and maybe God is just trying to grow and stretch you. And just know that all you need is your one and only God. He doesn't change. You know, for us, we've had our mom, for so much of our lives. And now, we have to be the ones to carry that baton, to raise our children in a certain way. And we know that as he was with her, so shall he be with us. And so we just want to encourage you guys that if you're in the midst of your Jordan today and you can't see a way, you don't know which way to go, how to handle things, God will always make a way. And just like he parted the Red Sea before, he can part the Jordan for you in your life now.
Oh man, that's so true. And you said so many very good points about that particular scripture, where the things that really highlight it. I can go into a little bit more detail, but I really feel like a lot of that was where with the things that you said, but also I feel like it was also a very special moment because at this time God had already been dealing with Joshua, and so he's already been telling him, "As I was with Moses, so shall I be with thee." And if you have a little further history or knowledge about it, Joshua was the son of Nun, and if I don't want to say this incorrectly, but I believe that Nun was he was, I don't want to call him an overseer, but he was somebody that dealt very strongly with Moses. And so it's only fit that just within that connection alone, you're already going to receive those certain type of blessings. You're going to get a certain type of mantle upon your life when those things happen. And everything that God had been telling him, he had been listening to. But this is the first time that God is saying, okay, we've already been talking. I've already been letting you know what's going to happen. But now I'm going to allow the people to see that what I'm telling you now, they get to see it.
Yes,
and
I love that.
there's nothing that they can do about it. So when you're in these situations and you're sitting here and you got a red, not Moses, but you have the Jordan, and these are the children of Israel, and so there's this big river. In chapter 3, it talks about it being harvest season, and during harvest season is when the river would overflow. So not only is this river overflowing, but it's also rain coming down. And then when Joshua was able to follow what God was saying, and the people were able to listen to what he was saying to follow those directions, the priests were able to go before carrying the Ark of the Covenant as though the Lord has instructed. And once that happened, then it says that the rain coming from above, the water coming from above stood still.
Right.
And then so after this water stood still, then they were standing on dry ground. Everybody was able to pass through.
In the midst of pouring down rain and overflowing river.
So
I
think of a flood. When those things are said or mentioned. So you might be expecting God to get you out of a situation in a way that you think, but the way when these type of things happen, when God performs these type of miracles, it's going to be something that there's nothing left to say but God. Like, nobody let me get across this overflowing river where the water stood still. and we all got through clean.
Yes, and dry. I love it.
That's a God miracle right there. And the things that happened then, as you were speaking about earlier, as he was yesterday, today, and forevermore, that
He
doesn't
doesn't
change.
change.
He already did it. He's going to do it again, and he's going to continue to do
And
it
he
again.
can continue to do it, and he will. And I love what you said too, about you're waiting for God to get you out of something. And so many times in all of the sermons that we've heard over our lives, there's so many different preachers who've talked about God not taking you out of something, but him getting you through it. And this is such a great example in the Bible. He's not going to just pull you away from something or take you away from something just because you can't see a way. He may just be looking for you to go through it, and not just to go through it for yourself, but like you said, he's been telling Joshua he will be with him like he is with Moses. That was a moment for the people to see.
Right.
That was a moment for them to see. So don't ask God to take you away from something when it's time for you to get your shine, when it's time for people to see the way that God has his hand on your life. Sometimes he might just want to take you through it. And when you go through it, it's not going to be like what you think. Because what it say, he's going to get you through it clean through.
Dry ground.
Yes.
In the overflowing river. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So
Things.
I hope you guys were inspired and motivated by this message today. Just continue to trust in God, because he will get you through even in the midst of Jordan.
Right.
We love you. You guys know the drill. If you want prayer, if you want to send a praise report, go to cheddarsgirls.org, or you can send us a direct message. See you next week.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.